Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing really well. If this is your first time here, my name is Lindy Peters. In today's video we are going to be talking about credit cards, credit scores, and how you can use your credit card to your advantage to get your credit scores up without putting yourself in debt. This plan on the roll, the first thing you need is to know exactly what your credit score is. Now there's a lot of companies out there that offers you your credit score, but like some companies, if you want to know more than just your score, you actually have to pay for it, 15 quid or more. And you don't really want to be doing that. That's just a waste of money every single month. Now, I'm using ClearScore personally. It's a free account. It shows you exactly where your credit score is. You can actually see what's going on in your account and what is on your credit score. So you can see if there's any late payments. You can see all the accounts linked to your name. You can also see if you've got in default and anything. So everything you want to see is on this account for free. So this is a great place to start, is to sign up for your ClearScore account so that you can see where you are and what have you got against your name so that you can start planning from there. So the second thing you need to do is actually have a look at what is your score and look at what we can do to improve that. Now, if you're anything like me, a year and a half ago when I signed up for ClearScore to get my account, I had a full 18 on it. So I was the worst possible person for any score. I couldn't even get a credit card for 200 quid, which is absolutely horrible. But hey, upwards and onwards. Now, what you want to have a look at is if you're in the same position that I was a year and a half ago, you have to go in and see what accounts are definitely linked to ClearScore and have a look at if there is any issues on them. Now, what I would recommend is making sure if you've got a bank account to always ensure that you've got money in it. Never go into your overdraft unless you have that facility, because that counts against you for building your credit record. Another thing is making sure all your water bills are paid on time, never missing a payment. Any mobile phones, if you're lucky enough to have a mobile phone. Anything that's linked, your utility bills, your rent, anything that's linked to your account and anything that you have to pay on a monthly basis at the moment, make sure you pay that on time always, because you want to build your credit score so we can actually get to the point where you can get a credit card so you can speed up your process. If you're getting value out of this video so far, please give me a thumbs up to let me know. So the third thing you want to do is have a look at your credit card. If you've already got a credit card, great, then you don't have to worry about step 2. But make sure it's a credit building credit card. If it's a normal one, you can still use it. It will still work, but it will just take a lot longer. Now with a credit building one, you just need to make sure that you've got, have a look when you get your credit card that it's got 6 months or 12 months interest free. But a lot of the time they don't, and you actually end up having to pay high interest rates on those. And we don't want to be paying the companies a lot of money, so you definitely need to ensure that you use your credit card properly so you don't end up spending a lot of money at paying them interest. So point number 4 is using your credit card. Now, how do you use your credit card to build your credit score? Now, to give you an example from our side, my husband, he will use his credit card this weekend to fill up his car, and then coming Friday, he will take the money he gets from his weekly pay and pay off his credit card, and that weekend he'll take my card to go and fill up again, and the next Friday he'll pay that off. Now, in between those, he uses his credit card for getting vaping liquids, or if there's anything specific he needs to go and buy that he's responsible for. And he keeps doing that on a Friday, make sure how much does he owe on his credit card, and pay that off before we use the rest of the money for anything else. Now, what I do is I get a monthly wage, so I can't do that weekly paycheck thing, so that doesn't work for me. But I go out every month, I do a budget, and I set out £500 a month for food. Now what I will do is when I go to the shops, I will pay everything with my credit card. As soon as I get home, I calculate how much it is, and I'll move the money from my savings account for food over to my account and pay it directly onto my credit cards, to always make sure that I am at a zero on my credit card by every Friday. So you don't want to end up paying all those unnecessary interest, but you also want to get quickly building your credit score. If you found this video helpful so far and got a lot of value, please give me a thumbs up to let me know. Number 5, rolling interest. Now I know listening to number 4, a lot of you would have said, but what if you're not in that position? Yes, a lot of people is not in that position, including me on my credit card at the moment. But that's why you need to make sure you do the rolling interest then, to make sure you still don't pay for interest, because we still don't want to give our hard-earned cash to the companies that has credit cards or to the banks, because it's our hard-earned cash. Now the way to do it is still to follow step number 4 with a little bit of a twist. So if you go to Tesco's and do shopping for 50 quid and you get home, I would recommend paying off 60 to 70 quid on your credit card. Like I said in number 4, I've got £500 which I spend on food a month, so I know that money I can all put on that, and that's all it's for. But when I go to the shops, I actually try and make sure that I don't spend all the 500 quid on food. I try and see if there's any things I can do, like having a great deal, maybe not using brand food, to try and cut my costs back just to get us out of this difficult situation. And then I'll still have that £500 to pay on my credit cards, which will definitely help me bring the limit down every month. And that way, over a couple of months, you'll end up paying it off and having still zero on your credit card by the week if you do this like number 4. And you don't have to pay interest on it. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you will know when I release my next video. If you've got any extra ideas on how to build your credit score faster, please comment below. And if you've got any questions or topics request for me, please comment below as well, and I'll get back to you personally.